a lot of calm on the ball and tried to play our game as much as possible. Of course, we had moments where we need a little bit luck and a very good keeper tonight. But at the end of the day, I'm very proud of the team and the way we played. And the 3 points in this tournament here in City is not something you can expect, but we did very, very well, and I'm very, very proud of the team effort tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Philipp Ahrens, Bild-Zeitung.
Kasper, congratulations to this performance. Was brilliant. What did you say to the lads after the game? I think we know that you normally don't say what's going on in the dressing room, but could you please tell us what you told the guys after the game?
Pretty much what I just said, that I'm proud of the character we showed. I think we are learning, and we talked about earlier, you also asked me about, okay, what did we learn from the PSG and also maybe the Bayern game where we were too passive and we didn't play our game. Tonight we showed our philosophy of the way we want to play, and we have to do that no matter who we play against. And there are always minutes, always moments where we struggle. We play against one of the best teams in Europe. But at the end of the day, we need to find as many minutes as possible in our own philosophy. When we are in possession, I want all the players to be available, and I think we did that. We showed a lot of courage, and I just said that it's a night to remember, and hopefully it gives us very clarity of what we want to do, and it's fuel for our development. We can still learn a lot. We can do even better. I think this team has a lot of potential, but a lot of character, a lot of courage tonight, and I'm very, very happy with that.
Patrick Scherer in the very back, the gentleman.
Hi Kasper, congratulations. It wasn't that long ago. Were really big doubts whether you could go on to the knockout stages. Yeah. Now 2 games later, 2 victories. What do you think now about the situation in the Champions League and your role in it? Is it now your duty to go to the knockout stages?
I don't think it's a duty, but it looks better than 2 games ago. We had a win in Benfica, and now here in Manchester City, 2 very difficult places to play. So it looks better, but it's still a very complicated tournament. We take it 1 game at a time now. It's not, the next ones are not Champions League. It's 2 very difficult games. First in Bundesliga against Dortmund, and then 3 days later in the Cup also against Dortmund. So we take it game by game. But of course in Champions League it looks better now. And we're optimistic, and we believe in it. A game like this tonight and the one in Lisbon, of course, gives us a lot of confidence. And but it's more about the way we want to play and the quality in the team, that it's clear for everyone that we have this quality, and we can still learn a lot and do even better. So I think that's the most important thing, and then we'll take it game by game.
Holger Dahl in the very back, ja.
Können Sie eine Antwort vielleicht auf Deutsch geben, worauf Sie heute besonders stolz sind bei Ihrer Mannschaft?
Ja, ich bin stolz. Ich glaube, ich habe immer gesagt, dass das Spiel gehört die Spieler. Und heute Abend haben die ganze Mannschaft eine super Leistung auf den Platz gemacht, und auch mit Charakter und Mut. So, ich bin sehr, sehr froh und stolz von die Mannschaft. Ich glaube, wir sehen eine Mannschaft, wie heißt das auf Deutsch?
Die growing. Zusammenwächst.
Ja. Und vom Spiel zu Spiel, wir sehen diese Entwicklung, und es ist besser, dass wir können auch sehen, dass wir noch viel besser spielen können, und das ist dieses Potenzial ist für mich super. Das macht mir sehr, sehr optimistisch mit dieser Mannschaft.
Philipp Ahrens, bitte.
Caspar, we know what happened yesterday with the journey, with the flight. Is this something that maybe a team grows from, that builds together when you come, with some circumstances, come here and win with 6 players from the under-19 on the badge, which was remarkable?
Yeah, we just talked about it. The guys behind who makes all this, they say we'll do the same next time, and I said no, we don't need that. So yeah, sometimes a team also in matches have to overcome things that are complicated or not really planned, and that's a part of life. It's a part of football. It's a part of playing. So it's a part of creating a family, a team. But we don't need it again. So I hope the next time our travel back is straightforward.
Patrick Scherer, bitte.
Caspar, there was one situation in the first half where you took Claudio Echeverri and Elias Ben-Seguir and you showed them something. Could you let us take part in that? What was that? And also, both players didn't play tonight. They don't have many minutes in the last few games. What do you think they have to do to get more minutes?
They are doing good, and they are very good players. So I was just trying to prepare the players for the scenarios of the game. We did it before, so the different places these two players could get on the pitch. There were some very, very clear structures in the game at that moment. I wanted them to recognize this, and I told them if the scenario comes that they could play one of these positions, they should be ready for these scenarios. When we play like this with 3 midfielders, 2 strikers, it's not their normal positions, so it's I have to prepare them a little bit for that. But at the end of the day, I thought the players on the pitch were doing very well. Patrick was suffering a little bit, but he was so important in the set pieces, and so I this time I said we stick to the players on the pitch. We need this win, and but it's 2 very, very good players, big potential, very young players. Their time will come, no doubt. They play a position where we have the most players, so there's a lot of competition on these positions, but their time will come.
Jana Glose von der DPR.
You already mentioned the situation with the players who couldn't play, so Poku played on the right side. What do we say about the decision, and how important is it to have this flexibility?
Yeah, I think just the short time I've been here is player number 6 in this position. So we have a lot of players back home who played this position, and Poku did very, very well, I think. Even when Doku came in, and with his speed, he's a winger. He's not much of a defender, but tonight he was also a defender. So he did very well. It's nice to see players develop in different positions. For me, it's so important that we have players who can play different positions and also be flexible in the way we want to play. So he did very well, like the rest of the team did.
Philipp Ahrens, bitte.
Caspar, we talked a lot of times about Mark Flecken in the first games. Maybe today it was his best game, his best performance in Leverkusen. He was nominated, or he was named player of the match. What can you say to his development? Another game, clean sheet in the Champions League, which kept your hopes of coming through the next round.
Yeah, what a game. I've never doubted Mark Flecken. I also said this in this podium many times. I think he's very underrated in his play with the feet. He's so good with the feet. And today he had big saves in crucial minutes and crucial moments of the match. He played a fantastic game, and it's very, very important to have a keeper like this. The way we want to play, it's crucial for our game, and Mark did. I'm very happy for him that he get this moment and this a game like this. That was exactly what he needed. But I think it's been on the way. I see him every day train. I see him come in very early in the morning, be focused, listen, learn. So it was great for me to see him today, and we are happy that we have Mark.
Okay, yeah. Gentleman in the back.
Hi Casper, just two quick ones if I may. On Echeverri, we spoke about he's not played many minutes. Is it possible that his loan deal might be cut short in January? And then just on Man City's team selection, they changed 10 players today from the weekend. No Haaland, no Foden. Do you think they maybe underestimated the challenge that Leverkusen posed them?
You shouldn't ask me about that. About Claudio, we like Claudio. We are happy to have Claudio. I think when he arrived to us, he only played around 110 minutes the whole year. Had problems when he started his first match. We have been working very hard. The first match he had against PSG. He was finished after the first half, and we are trying to build a young player with great potential. So we like Claudio. We like him in the dressing room. We like him on the pitch. We can see a potential in Claudio. So let's see. What was the second question? I don't think so. But no matter, it's a very tight program for all teams. It's really a hard program. I think the normal rotation for a Champions League team is 5.5 players from game to game, and this time it was a bit more. But but I have to say, no matter who they put on the pitch, it's a quality team, and I know most of you always talk about the starting 11. Many of us coaches, we talk also about the players ending the game. The game is 100 minutes, so it's just as important who finished the game than starting it. So it's a great team, and no matter who played, I think we did well.
Okay, there's no more questions. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please. Start with Ben. Thank you.
Pep, obviously you had a lot of belief in the team that you named to start the game. So how disappointing was it, the way they played and the way that first half in particular went?
Yeah, too many changes. So it's a good. Yeah, I what I said always. I believe that the long seasons, every 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, everybody has to involve, but maybe it was too much seeing the result. I think they play to don't make a mistake, and instead to play to do what you have to do, and what you are thinking to avoid, to don't punish the team. You are not free, you are not relaxed, but not just with the ball, without the ball. We were close but not aggressive enough, and they are a really, really good team. Congratulate, of course, Leverkusen, but yeah, it's what it is. I take absolutely full responsibility, but also I think I see them, and I like to everybody be involved, be a football player. When you are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, don't play. It's it's tough, but yeah, maybe it was too much. Yeah.
Sure.
Pep, was the biggest disappointment that the players who came in today did not make an impact on the match?
They tried to do it. There's never a player, but yeah, when you are in a big team, you have to show off, and yeah, it's a lack of the other one, but everyone, the guys who come from the bench was the same, and so it was slippery 10 times. Every shoot was blocked, and they are a fantastic team, fantastic players. So I'm not saying the opposite, but yeah, it's is maybe, with players that play regularly lately, and maybe we'll be confident for the new players come. So it's a good question, but always I like to be sometimes too nice and to be involved everyone, because I have the feeling, when you have international break, you have 4 or 5 games and after break, but here are now 3-4 days until March, hopefully. You are not out the FA Cup or Carabao, and there is no human being can sustain it for that, no? And I thought, okay, at home we are in good position in the Champions League. Okay, let's go, let's do it to try. And of course you have weapons in the bench. I think can happen in the second half. But honestly, it didn't work, and I have to accept it.
Does it now put more pressure on the Real Madrid game, knowing you might have to
now
go and get
it's
results?
Now it's Leeds. Now it's Leeds, and you have still 3 games, and we see what happens.
It's Richard.
Yeah, hi Pep. I mean, you ended up in the playoff round in the Champions League last season. I mean, I guess before tonight you're looking in a very good position. Are you worried now that maybe you're going to end up there again?
I don't anticipate much what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what future is going to happen. It's just now it's, don't talk much and clean our heads and go to Leeds.
Okay, James.
Hi Pep, you mentioned about the difficulty of playing so many games every couple of days. Given what happened tonight, does that concern you about your squad's ability to cope with all those games?
No, it's impossible to think that they are not good. But that is true. Then when you come, I thought about it. You have the guts to say, okay, I need everybody, part of the group. When you have 22 players and just plays 11, so you don't have 22, you have 11, and the other ones are not enough. So but it's true that you don't play quite often. When you are not supportive, but you are figures like playing regularly, you feel more comfortable, and everyone play to say, oh, I don't want to do something wrong for the team because I want to help them. But in that moment, you don't do what you have to do. You have to be free and have to make a mistake. We talked about that before. So break the lines and make a movement and go close to the structure and do what you have to do. And if losing mistakes. And football have to be, but not just with and without the ball. There are actions to be closed, and we are not there. How many times? And being that, of course, the Legends are fantastic players, break the lines a lot. They put a lot of players inside. Hjulmand, Massa, moving behind in our structure, they create a problem. The central defender could not jump because there was 2 strikers threatening behind, so that's why the space is there. So, yeah, you never know, no? At the end, what would happen in the game with another players. I don't have the answer. Everybody thinks, with Erling and with Bernie and with the other one, we should be better. Yeah, now I think, but I don't have the answer. To be honest, I don't have the answer. Maybe not. No, because with that players in the past, always we make incredible performance, sometimes not good. So I don't know. I felt from my instinct, from my gut, so the team is trying good. They are incredible good vibe, so let's go. Champions League at home, and we are in good position, and good there, and everybody for the future they count for the next games. You have here, have Fulham, you have Sunderland, Madrid, and a lot of games together. And they cannot play all the time early 95 minutes. Omar is really important for us, for his movements and goals, but it's too much. So it's the first time in my life I've done it, and it was too much. So I realized.
Hi Pep, just on Omar, he's found it hard to get minutes this season so far. Is it difficult to bring him in when you've got Erling there? And does Erling understand that he has to sometimes, even though he might not like it, give up his position to let someone else?
Yeah, Erling was a qualification for for Norway, and was so demanding against Newcastle, and we need that. And I see, I see Omar close to the box, and for the way we play, of course, have attacking midfielders in position there, and the wingers they are better. Not better, specific positions as a winger. Yeah, but it's what you have to do, when in a squad, a lot of games, you have to have, you have to have a lot of, I would say, players to play this amount of competitions that come from World Cup and come next World Cup, and And I felt that I need to be involved with that because Erling cannot sustain all the 95 minutes, right? In the teams like they make incredible build-up, the association is short, they break the lines, we need fresh legs, we need this, let's go, you know? And after that, we have a tempo that we have to do. Second half, with you know, the guys like play a lot of minutes, with Erling play, for example, right? Norway 90 minutes and 90 minutes, and after, you know, they took the celebration that's early enough, and after going to Newcastle, let's recovery, just 3 days. I said I prefer quality time. I thought quality time, that not in the beginning. I need energy with Savio and Oscar have incredible pace, intelligent to do it. They were not aggressive enough defensively, but they have good at. That was the thought. And I said, okay, why don't put Tijani, rhythm as well, fresh legs as well, you know, because it was so demanding Newcastle game, and that was the thought. That was too much. It's too much. So John played national team, is central defender for the national team. Nathan is a safety. Ryan Nuri in the World Cup in the first games played really, really good. Of course, Nico Riley now is a presence in the other one. Kusanov for the pace going inside. Mateo's always play a lot of minutes recently, and I thought, yeah, let's do it because I trust them. So maybe it's my mistake, I don't know, but I trust them. I like them as a football players, how they train and many things, but maybe I move too much. Yeah. What is?
Correct.
Okay.
Leave it there. Thanks
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.